Hello and welcome to another episode of Dependesplaining, the podcast. This is the podcast where we give you some military lifestyle suggestions that you should be following and also some military true crime for your listening ears. I am Veronica.
And I am Jen.
And welcome to another episode, Jen.
Oh, thank you. Welcome, Veronica.
Thank you. How's it going, Jen?
It is going.
It's going?
Gone. Yes. This week was insane, and I lost all mental abilities to do anything after work, as I told you. So it was the weekend was much needed. I'm so glad it was the weekend. So glad.
Did you do anything fun this weekend?
Yeah, we had a fun little event on base. Days apart of the first shirts right now, since there was not an actual first shirt in his squadron anymore. So they are taking turns, I guess, in the unit to be acting first shirt. And so we got to be a part of a first shirt event on getting to know each other and where people grew up, their hometowns and whatnot. So also includes drinking and just having a good time. It was really nice. It felt like normalcy again. It felt like pre-COVID times. Just, like being able to be out and hang out with friends, that feeling that you never get anymore.
Was it nice, or were you on high alert and anxious the entire time?
Oh, it was nice. I was not. Could have been because I had Jello shots and tequila shots, and
you're like, fuck it, everything, fuck it.
Who knows what else? All different kinds of mixed shots. It was great.
Oh, well, that sounds fun. I ask because I went to an event this weekend and no one was wearing masks. It was outdoors, but no social distancing was available, and I was freaking out, and I kind of just went off and sat on the curb by me and the kids.
Oh no!
I was like freaking me out. I was like, I don't think I like this. I know the majority of people on base are vaccinated.
Yeah,
but it was still like I don't know. It was just I've been away from the hordes of people like that for so long, and seeing everyone's faces. It's like I don't know if I like this. I went from I don't know if I like not being able to see someone's face to being able to see them again 2 years later.
Yeah. It's hard. We've been out of it for so long.
Yeah.
It wasn't, it was just a small event for us. I think that's kind of why it wasn't so overwhelming, just because there wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot of people. We wore masks when we needed to, when you're not eating and drinking and stuff. So, I'm just trying to be as safe, following government mandates and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
But... Yeah, it wasn't, it wasn't a huge, probably a big event that you went to, so we didn't have a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
We would get together at other, there were houses that we would all stop at, and each house had two people, two hosts that had one host had, did the drinks, and one host did the food. So we'd have, different things, and they would represent, where they were from kind of stuff, too. Or just, where you think you're from, where you claim you're from type of thing.
Yeah.
We went to one house after ours. Mine, I did Arizona sunset. It was beautiful. I wish I would have taken a picture, but you wouldn't have liked it though because it's tequila. But Arizona.
No, I would like I don't like straight up shots of tequila or where it just overtakes the drink. Like a tequila, a sunset, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's super easy. It's tequila, orange juice, and grenadine, so it wasn't anything crazy, but it was fun. But the house we went to had they made fried bacon wrapped peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Fried?
Yeah.
And they were fried?
Yeah.
I would have cried.
I think that I don't know how they did it exactly. I don't know if maybe they made the sandwich and then they wrapped it in the peanut butter and then in the bacon and then they put it in the fryer and fried it. I don't know exactly, but holy cow. And they had peanut butter whiskey, which I don't do whiskey, but
I love
this shit
whiskey.
was delicious. It was delicious, Veronica.
It
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter whiskey. Is it like a concoction that they made, or it was like
No.
that's what it
You
comes
can buy
as
it.
in a bottle? What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Watch me run
I've never
to
heard of
some
it.
liquor store real fast, real quick right now. I've never heard of that.
Good luck, because we cannot find it here, so good luck. But
Yeah.
I'm going to try to find some in the States. But,
Yeah.
oh my God, yeah. Like, I scarred myself from whiskey, so I don't do whiskey, and so I had just a little taste of it, but oh my God, it was delicious. It was so good. So good. What was another thing we ate?
Sounds interesting, and I'm down for it. I love it. That's such a great idea of like having food from the area you're from, or from like, you know, your background, your nationality, or that. It sounds really fun.
Yeah, and just like sharing it with you know, a group of people. I think that's great. And potluck style, like, oh, best.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
I want some now. I want some of that
Food.
peanut butter whiskey and the peanut butter bacon wrapped fried concoction that you just said.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing. We'll try. We'll
peanut butter and jelly wrapped in bacon, people. I think I just talked about that for like, I felt like almost 10 minutes.
Yeah. Let's go with that. And then let me suggest a grilled cheese sandwich also wrapped in bacon. That would be really
I love
good.
grilled cheese. That would be delicious.
Yeah. Okay, Jen, this has to happen. This is why I miss having you around when we can try all the weird foods.
I know. All the concoctions.
Mm-hmm.
One day again. It will happen.
Day. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Enough of that. I'm ready to hear your story. I have more stuff to tell you, but we can just save it for the end. But a quick reminder for everybody who wants to reach out to us, remember to email us at dependusplaining@gmail.com or reach out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and don't forget to rate and subscribe on your favorite listening platforms. We encourage all comments and all ratings, but we want you to rate us 5 stars. Nothing less.
Yes, please do that. Rate us, subscribe. We love that so much, that you guys are just how much support you're giving us and all this just love on our posts and everything. It just makes me so happy. Every day when I wake up and I see all these, like, you know, new comments and likes and stuff, I'm like, oh, yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you guys so much. Thank you. We appreciate you. And that's what I appreciate.
That's what I appreciate about you.
Okay, Jen, I'm so ready to hear your story. I need a good dose of murder in my life right now.
Well, I'm going to give you a good dose of murder. And it happens pretty quickly, too.
Oh.
Yes, guys. I guess I'm one for, like, short stories, because I just get right to the point.
That's okay.
So, yes, I have a story for you, and it's crazy. And it happened back in the late 50s, early 60s.
Okay. Vintage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Vintage murder. Vintage murder water.
Oh.
Find it now.
Yeah. Find it now.
You will understand why I call it murder water in just a moment.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Here we go.
Okay.
George Ronald York, who was born in 1943, met James Douglas Latham, born in 1942, in late 1959, where they had both been privates in the Army and stationed at Fort Hood, Texas.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Murder water.
From the very start of their friendship, it was diabolical. Both were being held in their dorm or barracks for being AWOL, or absence without leave, and
Jen.
for theft.
So glad you said that.
Yes. On May 24th, 1961, they had escaped their barracks and went AWOL for the last time, traveling to York's hometown of Jacksonville, Florida. Only 2 days into their trip, York, who was 18, and Latham, who was 19, bludgeoned Edward Guideros almost to death near Louisiana. Already. They then stole his truck and went on their way. On May 29th, they had made it to Jacksonville, Florida, but that didn't seem to satisfy them enough. So they came across two women, Athea Octavio, who was 43, and Patricia Hewitt, who was 25, who were visiting Jacksonville from Georgia to celebrate a birthday. York and Latham strangled the women with their own stockings. The men then stole their money and dumped their car in a ditch. Now, a week later, the two had left for Florida, now armed with a .38 Colt and a .22 I don't know how to say that. I don't know guns. It's an
guns.
EIG. It's a gun. It's a gun. Notching the handle of the .38 Colt to mark each casualty, if they weren't already sick enough. I don't know where they got the guns from. It was just all of a sudden they were moving on and they had guns now. Yay. Yay.
Who knows?
Yeah. On June 6th, they fired shots at an unknown man in South Carolina while trying to steal his Cadillac. They had just missed him, but the following day, they stole a new ride after they shot and killed John Whittaker of Tennessee. Whitaker.
I'm like, Whittaker.
Whittaker. Jen, what are you doing? Again, it's like malignant.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. John Whitaker of Tennessee, not Texas. Oh my God. Okay. On June 8th, they had made it to western Illinois, where they ditched the car and hitched a ride in Albert Reed's red Dodge Dart. I was like, Dodge Dart, I know that kind of car, and I know what it looks like. I was like, what does it look like in the 60s, though? Was there really a Dart in the 60s? Yes. Of course it was,
looked like
Jen.
a Dart?
It looked like an old car.
Oh, okay, well.
An old-fashioned car. But yeah. Sorry. Side note, I was just curious to what the Dart looked like back then. So I shared with all of you how I Googled it. And there we are. They then shot and killed Reed, who was 58, and made their way to a gas station. And if Albert Reed's murder wasn't enough for them, they murdered 69-year-old Illinois gas jockey Martin Drinovac just minutes after he filled up their gas tank.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. They are just on a killing spree.
They are on a full-fledged killing spree, and they're not done.
Okay.
York and Latham kept on the run, making it down to Kansas on Highway 40 on June 9th. The two AWOL soldiers, now short on cash, propped open the hood of their stolen Dodge Dart, waiting for someone to stop. Unsuspecting victim Otto Ziegler came to what he thought was their rescue. The pair claimed they had a broken gas line and needed a ride to town. Once in Ziegler's truck, however, York and Latham pulled their pistols on him. After robbing Ziegler of $51, York shot him 3 times. Latham then added 2 unnecessary shots as well.
Unnecessary.
Extremely unnecessary.
Yeah. Well, all of it was unnecessary.
All of it was unnecessary, yes, but why? The deed is done. Move on with your life. But no. So, the two got back into the stolen Dodge and they raced down into Colorado, where they had stayed the night at a motel. On June 10th, York and Latham molested and murdered teenage motel maid Rachel Moyer.
Oh my God.
They are on a rampage.
Yeah.
After 7 murders and 2 attempted murders in less than 2 weeks, York and Latham's killing spree came to an end. They were stopped by a police roadblock just west of Salt Lake City. They had been caught for violating the Federal National Motor Vehicle Theft Act, which prohibited transportation of a stolen vehicle across state lines. So, but so no mention of murder or anything at this time.
Nothing of that matter, yeah.
But just wait. On June 11th, being as sick and twisted as they are, York and Latham bragged to investigators that they had killed 8 or 9 people since leaving Fort Hood.
Oh, okay. Let's brag about it.
Yeah, 2 investigators. Because they stopped you for having a stolen vehicle.
Yeah.
These guys are smart.
They sound
They're
like
so smart. York and Latham claim that being placed in a mixed race unit in the Army is what led to their desire to go AWOL.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep. Investigators were hoping to get some rational explanation to their homicidal spree, but there was none. They were said to have absolutely no remorse for murdering those 7 people.
Yeah.
Kind of like if they were just going out and shooting a rabbit. That's how they made it seem.
Yeah. Like there's no value to the lives they took.
Exactly.
Oh.
Both were evaluated by state psychiatrists, where they said York was a paranoid sociopath and Latham was a schizoid sociopath, who both blamed the world for their failures.
Narcissist.
Oh
my.
The death penalty was in full force then, so how would these 2 get executed? If they were tried in Florida, Illinois, or Tennessee, they would be electrocuted. Ooh. If they had been tried in Colorado or Missouri, they would have most likely been gassed or in the gas chamber. Didn't know that was the thing.
I didn't know that either.
History.
Yeah.
History. But ultimately, they were tried in Kansas, where the death by hanging was the prescribed execution.
By hanging?
By hanging. Yeah. York and Latham were tried in Kansas for the murder of Otto Ziegler. They were convicted by a jury and sentenced to death on November 8th, 1961. On June 22nd, 1965, at Kansas State Penitentiary, which is now known as Lansing Correctional Facility, James Latham was hanged for his crime, and George York followed shortly thereafter. And a side note fact, since their execution, no one has been put to death by the state of Kansas, although a number of prisoners have been sentenced to death. York and Latham were also the last persons executed by hanging in the United States until 1993, when the state of Washington hanged Wesley and Allen Dodd.
In 1993?
Yeah.
That's not that long ago, you guys. Like,
not that long ago.
Not even 30 years ago.
Yeah, so that was the absolute terrible killing spree of 1961. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. I told you, short and sweet, but straight to the point.
No, these people were so
just crazy.
They were crazy. 19 and 18 years old.
Yeah, they didn't even they weren't even in the Army that long at all. And they were already getting in trouble right away when they first both were stationed over at Fort Hood. They just both immediately started causing problems.
And they were blaming it on the fact that they were integrated with other races.
Yes. Yes, they did not want to be associated or living in the same barracks with others of not their color.
Oh my god.
It was really horrible. Great excuse, guys. Just great.
Who does that?
They're obviously true-born psychopaths, too, because they're blaming the world for all the failures that they've had.
Exactly. So then they go out and take it out on innocent people because it's everybody else's fault but theirs. Whatever it is that they're going on. Just...
Yeah. Ugh. Whatever problems they seem to have in their short little life.
Yeah, sure. Sounds legit. These psychopaths.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned AWOL because that's actually what I'm covering today.
Oh, how funny.
It turned out really well. Good job, Jen.
That did. That's crazy.
Tapping into my mind.
I know.
Yeah.
We did that.
Well, thank you for your story with these crazy 2 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Well, I'll just go right into mine, and I am going to talk about AWOL today. AWOL, what is it and what can happen as a result of going AWOL? Well, apparently to these guys, they go berserk and on a killing spree. They go on a killing spree. But that's not always the case, okay?
No, please don't do that.
Please don't do that. So
please don't do that.
the word itself holds a lot of meaning, but do you know what the letters actually stand for, Jen?
Not really.
Okay, let me tell you. AWOL, AWOL, stands for absent without official leave. So this word is very common in even in the civilian world now too, you know, like so-and-so didn't show up for work or school or whatever. It's like, oh, they've gone AWOL, even just in like regular lingo of somebody not attending a certain event. It's like they're AWOL. So we hear this a lot. And this can also be called desertion or refer to someone as a deserter. They are two different meanings. They hold different value, but they have the same meaning, if that makes sense. I'll go into it. So the United States military, all branches of the military, generally refer to this as an unauthorized absence, right? So a person can be considered AWOL if they've been gone for 30 days and they haven't reported to work. But someone who has gone AWOL with the known intent of not returning is known as a deserter. This could be someone who has voiced their opinion in regards to how like the military runs and has strong feelings of leaving the military. The intent is determined to be to avoid hazardous duty or not fulfill contractual obligations. That is a deserter, someone who has every intent of leaving the military. AWOL has sort of the same, but not as much. So I'll say AWOL doesn't necessarily mean that they plan on leaving the military. Like stated before, that is a deserter. AWOL could be someone who left their duty station to visit their family, but has every intention of returning to work. Or someone who left their job that they were supposed to do, even for a few hours, and then came back. That's also going AWOL. So a member of the armed forces is considered AWOL if he or she fails to go to an appointed place, leaves that place, or is otherwise absent from his or her unit or appointed place of duty. For example, a service member ordered to guard a weapons cache would be charged with absence without leave if he or she left their post 2 hours early without permission.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so be careful, you guys. If AWOL for more than 30 days, a warrant for your arrest can be issued, resulting in a possible federal arrest and conviction. This could lead to imprisonment, and the offense on your record can jeopardize your entire future, including your employment and career options. So you don't want that on your record.
No.
And now desertion, which is every intent of leaving and not returning, that carries a maximum punishment of dishonorable discharge, loss of all pay, and confinement of 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Listen to this, Jen. For desertion during war, however, the death penalty may be applied at the discretion of the court-martial.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, AWOL will turn into desertion after 30 days of absence.
Yeah.
This death penalty, it's a lot to go through. You have to have at least 15 offenses to be able for the court-martial to consider you for the death penalty. It goes into a lot more. And it is general court-martial, which is the highest court-martial in the military. But yeah, it's up to the death penalty in times of war. So in times of war, which I feel like we're always in war. But there's always a fucking war going on.
When are we not?
Yeah, when will we not be in war? We're always meddling in other countries and sticking our face where it doesn't belong.
Would that mean though, if it's just like if they are like deployed and they go AWOL and become they're now known as a deserter, is that when they can use that? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And there has to be other things that go along with it. I probably should have covered more of it, but it was like so much, and it was language that I did not understand. So I was like, this needs more into it. But that's the gist of it.
Mm-hmm.
There are similar concepts to desertion. This is called missing movement. So missing movement occurs when a member of the armed forces fails to arrive at the appointed time to deploy or move out this with their assigned unit, ship, or aircraft. This is a violation of Article 87 of the UCMJ. This offense is similar to absence without leave, but may draw more severe punishment. So the Article 87 of the UCMJ states a service member is subject to prosecution if they, through neglect or design, miss the movement of ship, aircraft, or unit with which the person is required in the course of duty. Like if you're assigned to deploy, right? And you just don't show up. You don't show up to the ship or to the airport where you're supposed to go. You just don't show up. That is missing movement, which is another form of desertion. Because you are forfeiting your contractual obligation to go because you signed up for the military, therefore you signed up for a deployment. And by not showing up, missing movement. So the service member has known about this movement and still chooses not to show up. So, yeah. Or another one is if they, if on a ship and they jump off into the water.
Oh.
Yeah, that's also
I wonder
part
if that's
of
ever
it.
happened.
I'm sure. It's like, can't catch me. I'm in international waters, bitches. Watch me swim away. Yeah.
I'm sure if they have this like this rule too, that it has to have happened at least once. That would be
sure.
just, that would be interesting to see. Like, where are you going? Where are you gonna go?
Just everyone's kind of. I can picture everyone just kind of leaning off the side of the ship, like looking down there, like, "Where are you going, buddy?" And the guy or girl, whoever, is just swimming. Away.
Where are you going? Unless they just do it before like the ship even leaves the port. Maybe everyone's getting ready to leave, and then it just like they decide to jump off. Like, no, fuck this shit.
Yeah, hides under the dock. I'm just gonna wait it out, guys. I'm gonna hold my breath for a really long time.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that show on Netflix called Sexy Beast?
No.
It's on there. It's where they it's like a blind date sort of situation, and they set them up on blind dates with a few people, but everyone has this elaborate makeup mask, so they don't know. It conceals their identity of how they look, or what ethnicity or race they are, which is hilarious. And there was one guy who comes out, and he was like talking about himself, and then he goes, "I can hold my breath for 4 minutes." And Kyle and I started cracking up. I was like, that's a weird flex. Like, I can hold my breath for 4 minutes. It's like, yeah, that's make me drop my panties faster. Yeah. So I thought of that. It's like, I'm going to hold my breath while the ship takes off. I'll hide under the dock. Bye. Enjoy your deployment. Anyways. Where was I? Beep, beep, beep. Okay, so military service members convicted of an Article 87 violation face a maximum punishment of dishonorable discharge, forfeiture of all pay and allowances, and up to 2 years of forced confinement. Jeez. So more punishment.
Just think about your actions before you do them. Just think.
Yep. So there have been some circumstances where a person will go missing and they declare them AWOL, and then after 30 days they are deserters, and then that person turns up dead. Right? We saw it at Fort Hood.
Yeah.
Murder Water.
Yep.
So with that, with the most recent events that have happened on Fort Hood, there was something as of December 2020 that is in place now for the Army. I'm not sure if it's military wide for all branches. I looked into it and I could not find anything. It just would keep looping me back to the Army, but it's an additional duty status code. It's called Absent Unknown, or AUN, and it was established, like I said, in December of 2020 to prompt unit actions and police investigations during the first 48 hours that person is missing. So give them a chance. It's giving them the benefit of the doubt because
Mm-hmm.
it gives them enough time to investigate whether or not they actually had planned to leave and not return, going AWOL, deserting, whatever it may be. It gives them that.
Yeah.
48 hours is a lot of time to try to figure that out. And just to investigate to see where they went, too, because, they could be in danger. Much like the case I covered, Eccleston in Okinawa, that he didn't show up for work and his supervisors were like, this is not like him. Instead of declaring him AWOL, they went and looked for him and they unfortunately found him deceased, but they still found him.
Yeah.
So if they would have just done this with this young soldier in Fort Hood, instead of just declaring him, AWOL, they could have maybe helped him out, found him in time, or given answers much, much faster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, that's it on my AWOL. Don't go AWOL, people. It doesn't sound fun. It does not sound fun.
You're like on the run, basically.
Yeah.
Fugitive on the run. Don't do it.
But did you know that you could be 15 minutes late to your shift and be declared AWOL? Which is a scary thing.
I mean, if they're that strict, I wouldn't doubt it.
That's scary.
It gives me anxiety.
I know. Yeah, that's why my alarm goes off and I'm like, I need to wake up Kyle. And Kyle's over there drooling on his pillow.
Just call, too. What a phone call. If you know you're going to be late, like, let them know where you are. So they know that you have intent on coming.
Exactly.
And hopefully that helps to not get you into as much trouble. Because being late, you probably will get in trouble still. Yeah,
you'll get you get written up somehow. But at least you're not declared AWOL and get punished. That's severe. Severe punishment.
Yeah. Don't do it. Just take your leave. If you don't have leave, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. Everyone should have plenty of leave right now. We can't go anywhere.
You can't really. Not really. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Even if you can't, just take it. Take your leave.
Yeah. Just take your leave, people.
Get your break.
Some R&R.
Yeah.
Want to hear some famous AWOL? Some famous people that went AWOL?
Yes.
So, do we know the rapper Nate Dogg?
I feel like I've heard that name before.
Yeah, he did Regulate, the song Regulate. Oh, Jen, come on. I won't sing because I'm not a rapper, but
hold on. This guy? Oh, there we are.
Yep.
Guy? Okay. Yes.
Okay. So Nate Dogg was a rapper and G-Funk singer, popular for his collaborations with Warren G and Dr. Dre, amongst other rappers, superstars. So when he was only 16, Nate Dogg dropped out of high school, intending to join the United States Marine Corps. He served as an ammunition specialist for 3 years before going AWOL and being dishonorably discharged.
Jeez.
I know. Also, where'd it go? Hang on, I lost my page. Hang on. 1 second. Oh, Humphrey Bogart.
Oh, yeah.
Iconic Academy Award-winning actor. But prior to his career, he actually served in the Navy. There was some sort of mix-up with him. The full story is unknown, but what's on public record is that Bogart missed a connection to the USS Santa Olivia while he was in Europe, leading to him officially declared AWOL. He immediately turned himself in, though, and only faced a 3-day prison sentence. So he was dishonorably discharged in 1919. God, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Another actor, Steve McQueen, he was also a Marine and he wanted some extra, rumor has it that he wanted some extra days with his girlfriend. And so he just didn't come back to work. He just extended his leave and he was sentenced to 41 days in the brig for his insubordination. Nice. He served his sentence and then eventually returned to duty. He actually used his GI Bill to sponsor his acting education. So, win-win. Yeah.
Well, that worked out.
Yeah. And then Jen, my favorite of all times, the man that holds my heart, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger, although not an American, not natural born American, but he is from Austria, and he apparently you're supposed to serve a year in the military as a teenager there. I guess I didn't know that. Yeah. So he knew that he wanted to be a bodybuilder from a really young age. So he chose to go AWOL and continue his bodybuilding career. I guess he secretly climbed over a wall to attend a competition and wound up imprisoned in a military stockade for 7 days for his crime. And look where he is now.
Yeah.
Look where he is now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wonderful Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold.
Just to give you some sources, I was on Wikipedia for most of my information. Law.Cornell.EDU, thebalancecareers.com, wearethemighty.com, and Army.Mil is where I got most of my information for today. Nice. Yeah, so don't go AWOL, people.
No.
Stay in school.
Just stay. Stay where you are. Take your leave and then make sure you come back, though. You can't extend your leave.
Don't extend your leave without permission.
Without permission.
It's not good.
No.
It's not good.
Don't be late. Get there early. Come on.
Get there I know. I asked Kyle, I was like, do you know anybody that has ever gone AWOL? He's like, no, I don't think so. I was like, damn it, you're not fun. You're not fun. You don't provide me with any information.
Kyle, come on.
That's all right.
Some stories.
Anyways, okay.
Thank you for all that information, Veronica. That's super funny and coincidental that
I know.
Our stories kind of helped each other. Not help, but they
we intersected.
Collided?
We didn't we didn't even agree on this subject. So it was really funny that when you're like, they went AWOL, I was like, what is AWOL? I will tell you what AWOL is.
Yeah. It's so funny how that happens sometimes, our brain waves just correlate, and it's just we do the same things.
I think so. Yeah. Much like when we would show up to the gym wearing the same thing.
Yes. Every day, showing up to drop the kids off before your classes and be like, oh.
In the same leggings.
Look at our pants.
Yeah.
It's the best. I was so lucky to be twins with Veronica, guys. I was so lucky.
It was so much fun to be twinsies with you. Yes.
I miss your class.
Oh, it's been so much fun. I had quite a few people on Friday, and I told them, this is my last Friday morning class since I'm going to start working this week, I think. But I'm still having the 2 evening classes, which are a lot of fun. But I think one of them is going to go down in participation because I'm part of the fitness improvement program.
Right.
My class, 2 of them, the 2 a week. And now it's going to go down to 1 a week. So the other one is just a free-for-all for everybody, which is fine. Oh, let me tell you, Jen. Let me tell you what happened. We didn't have air conditioning in the gym for 4 days. It was miserable. It's very hot and humid here where we live. Yeah. Very hot and humid. I can't say that enough. So the gym didn't have AC. On Tuesday night when I went in, all the doors were open. I was like, this is not good. And I had to teach in the basketball court, which there's tons of people in there, so it's really hot. All the lights are on, makes it even hotter. And the door was open right behind me. And I was like, I'm getting all the warm air from outside. It's so humid. I about died. I could not think straight. I could not think. I was fumbling through everything. I was covered in sweat. Every time I moved my hands, sweat just flung everywhere. It was so disgusting.
Man.
I was drenched from head to toe. It was the worst. And then on Wednesday night, I taught again, but it was in a different room. Still no AC. There's 2 small little fans attached to the walls, and I was running around the gym. I was I need a fan. I need a fan. And there wasn't any extra fans. And finally, I located one in the office, and I grabbed it, and I brought it back. And I was like, this is going to have to do. I don't know what else to do. And I got through the class. It was much easier than the other one, but I turned off all the lights. Excuse me, I burped. I had to turn off all the lights, and then I couldn't see my fucking notes. And I don't have a good memory. You think after years of doing this, I would memorize them? I don't. I don't have a good memory. So I couldn't see my paper, and then I had to turn the lights on partially. And they're like, no. I was like, I'm really sorry. I can't see my paper. And then by Friday morning, they had AC. But I thought I was going to die. And it's my biggest fear that I die while working out at the gym. And then they call my husband, that he shows up. They're like, over the radio at the fire station, they're like, blah, 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 female passed out at the gym teaching a class like an idiot. And then he's like, that's my wife. So it was miserable in the gym.
But that's
miserable.
I mean, if it happens, it's not your fault. Like, especially when they don't have AC, what are you supposed to do? That is a sweat box.
Oh, I felt
for a
sick.
sauna.
Yeah, I felt sick. Like, I thought I was going to throw up, and I messaged my lead instructor on the way back, and I said, so it wasn't any fun. I was like, can we get like fans? And she's like, if you don't feel comfortable doing the class tomorrow, like, don't do it. And I was like, I feel fine because I'm going to prepare myself for the next day. I was like, but today I was not prepared to walk in there and being like, there's no AC in this building.
Yeah.
And she says she was the same way, that she almost died doing her class. I was like, give me a heads up next time. Like, that was bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not fun.
No, it was not fun. Yeah, it was not fun, you guys.
Don't do it.
Oh.
Don't do that. AC's out, Veronica. I know it sucks, but maybe not do class. No.
Well, it's back on now. Not working completely, but yeah, it's not great. But they're pumping all the air into the actual room. So like the workout rooms, like the spin and aerobics and the weight rooms.
Yeah.
And it was much better. But oh man.
That's rough.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yuck.
I found more lobby treasures today.
Yes. I was just thinking, I was like, shit, there was something I was going to ask you that we were talking about, and I said, no, I want to hear about it on the podcast. I'm be surprised. Like everybody else.
I didn't take a picture of it this time, but I should. I was coming back from grocery shopping, and I was really bummed out because I was like, God damn it, I spent like $180 on just nothing. I bought fruit. Yeah. I bought fruit and veggies, and that's where all my money went. And so I was like, man, it's like, I shouldn't have bought that bag of grapes. And then I walked in, and like the couch that's in the lobby was just full of stuff. And I was like, ooh, let's go shopping. I was like, let's see what this is. And it was tons of food. A bag of flour, some like cream of mushroom, cream of chicken. So I got like 4 cans. Yes. Canned pineapple. Oh, semi-sweet chocolate chips.
Nice.
The Ghirardelli or however the fuck you pronounce it. The San Francisco one. The good kind. Those.
The really good kind.
Yeah. And then the butterscotch chips too. I was like, oh, I can put those in cookies. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of stuff. And I think I took half of the contents that were on the couch and I brought it back. Nice. And I was like, Kyle, look what I found in the lobby. And he's like over it. He's like, okay. I was like, it's food. Look at all this food that was just down there. I was like, it's all new, sealed stuff that people are moving out and just getting rid of.
Best.
Yeah. The other day there was like 5 water bottles and a bunch of iced teas down there. So my daughter grabbed them. They were cold too. They were like just come out of the fridge.
Nice.
So my daughter's like, look at all these drinks. It's like, girl, let's go. Yeah. I'm telling you, that place, this place is like, it's made up for like the money that you spend moving into a place. All the stuff that I have found in that lobby has made up for all that money. Yeah.
It's a treasure trove.
I'm going to give it back. Don't worry. I pay it forward. I take stuff down there all the time too. So.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Because I don't have anywhere to take things right now. I have like the Airman's Attic will take a few. The Airman's Attic won't take any clothes right now. So I have a whole lot of clothes that I can't get rid of right now.
Oh, is it your daughter's clothes?
Both. Yeah, mix of both of them.
I was like, I wish I could take her clothes again. My daughter would probably fit into it. They're both like, I always said that. I was like, they're both the same, like they're just as skinny as each other, except your daughter is like a foot taller than my daughter.
Right.
But they're the same width.
But I'll see. I'm going to go through her clothes some more. Maybe I'll just send you a box.
No, don't spend money on that shipping, girl. Just keep it.
It's not that bad shipping to APO.
No, just keep it. You guys don't have like a curb pickup, like one of those like bulk days where they come and pick up bulk?
We do. We have bulk pickup. So maybe I could probably set some stuff out because I know that at least, some other like contractors go around, and if they see something they want, they pick it up. So maybe I'll try that once I have get a whole full garbage bag full.
There you go.
That'll be worth it.
They do that on base here, the bulk pickup. Off base, they charge you to pick up bulk stuff. So my friend who lives on base, she's like, just bring it here and they'll collect it.
Yeah.
But I drive through there like on the night before they pick up. There's tons of stuff that I've been so tempted to stop and pick up. I'm like, that looks like it's in good condition. Like dressers, entire dressers that look like they just need maybe like a coat of paint or something.
Right. Just
and
a little love.
I just want to rescue everything. It's like, that's not trash. It's treasures.
Yes.
I have a recommendation to not watch something.
Oh, okay. Okay, really quick. Your recommendation to not watch He's All That, right?
Yeah.
He's All That.
Listen.
Yeah. I won't watch it. I'm not going to. But I also watched YouTube by Jamie French. She does those
yes, she's hilarious
summaries of movies, and I didn't watch the whole thing yet, but I watched it one of these mornings before I went to work of her little recap of He's All That, and she was just like the whole time like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No, we feel bad for him, even though he's the one who was actually provoking them to beat him up or something. I don't know. I haven't watched the movie, guys. So, but the scene where the guy says something to like the popular kids or something, or like the music guy, and then they like pick him up and like throw him in the trash can or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. She was making fun of that part, and then all of a sudden she's like, "This is a fucking food fight out of nowhere," like something. I was just like, "This is great. I don't need to watch the movie because I can just make fun of it while I watch this."
There's this one scene. So he's like his gig. He's a photographer, right? That's his thing in the movie. He has a camera that his mother gave him that's very special to him. So already, as soon as he says that, it's like a foreshadowing on the fucking camera. I was like, okay, I already know what's going to happen. So there's a scene
1000%.
by a pool. Yeah, there's a scene by a pool where he confronts this other character, and he has the camera in his hand, and he's standing next to his sister and the Freddie Prinze, the girl version of Freddie Prinze Jr.'s character, right? And he has a camera, and he walks backwards and sets the camera down on the ledge of the pool. And I'm like, why? I was like, why didn't you hand the camera to your sister who's standing right next to you? Or Freddie Prinze Jr. girl version.
Yeah.
Why? I was like, you walked backwards like 5 steps, put it on the... We already know what's going to happen. And sure enough, it happens. Anyways, the people in that movie are also beautiful. I get it. It's really cute. They're very relevant to the times. But it's like, I'm going to tell you what right now. Stop remaking movies that were hits and classics and beautifully made back in the 90s. Anytime.
Please. Not
just the 90s. Just stop. Stop it.
I didn't realize that Kourtney Kardashian was in that movie too, and I saw that. I was like, what the fuck? Why is she in here?
You are just as robotic in the movie as you are in real life.
Yeah.
Kourtney. Yeah. I was like, that was super cringe the entire time with Kourtney.
Some of that, I was like, oh.
Is that Kourtney or Chloe? It's Kourtney, right?
It was Kourtney, yeah.
Kourtney, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me what we should not watch.
This is it's a movie. It's a few years old. I just now came around to watching it, and I still am deciphering it. I'm still having nightmares. Midsummer.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen
that
it?
One's on Amazon Prime, right?
It's on Netflix as well.
Okay, yeah. So
it might be just the Japan version of Netflix, but it's on there.
Yeah, Yeah, I know what you're talking about because I see it on. It's supposed to be like a thriller, scary movie, right? Supposed to
It's all
be.
of that. It's all of that, Jen. It's all of that.
Yikes.
It's all of that. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just disturbing as fuck. It was, I was like, oh, I like weird. I'm all about weird.
Yeah.
I love weird movies, right? I just thought it was going to be psychologically weird, and it was, but it got weirder visually. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. It's just a lot of stuff going on, and it was so weird. It's so weird. I'll just give you kind of the rundown of it, not without any spoilers. It's this group of friends that go to Sweden, and it's like a commune in Sweden. One of the friends is part of this commune. He's like, I'm going to take you back, show you my traditions and my cultures. He's like, we all kind of live off the land or whatever. It's very culty like. And so they agree to go, right? And one of them's going to do like his thesis on it. He thinks it's so interesting. So he wants to really get into the culture and like see what it's about. And just things start unraveling, and they start discovering things and start seeing things, and they're like, this is weird. And so I'll leave it at that. It was really disturbing, some of the things in there. Yeah. And I told Kyle, I don't know how I feel about this. It's like, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm still thinking about it. It was over a week ago that we watched it. I'm like, I can't get over it. I can't get over what I saw.
Yeah.
Like, who thinks of this shit?
Yeah. That's always what I wonder when I see like really like disturbing movies, not just like scary, but just like you get this weird feeling the whole time you're watching it, and you're like, who thought of this? Where did you come up with this idea?
What sick mind
why?
Thought of this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a few gruesome scenes in it that I was like, I can't with this goriness. I don't like gory movies. I don't like it. Like I'm okay with like a little bit of blood or whatever, but just the excessive goriness to a scary movie, I don't like it. I will look away. And that's what I was doing. I was like looking away from the movie for a majority of it. Like, and then fucking Kyle describes it to me. I was like, I don't need you to describe it to me. Yeah.
Okay, Midsummer.
Don't watch it. I mean, unless you're into the gory weird, go for it, because it's gory weird. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else we watched. Oh, The Masked Singer. That started. Yay! I love The Masked Singer. Love it. It's such a good show. One. Yeah. So I started watching that. That's a good one.
We were watching American Ninja Warrior Jr. with the kids.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
They enjoy watching it. They find it, they start getting excited, cheering for one of the kids to win.
That's cute.
So, if you see these kids, like freaking 9-year-olds, just like they go through this whole entire little obstacle course in like a minute.
They're so little and
beefy
and just
kids.
Agile. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, they've been training. They're like, yeah, I've been training for like 4 years now, and I'm like, oh my god, you're only 9 years old. What were you doing?
Yeah.
Why?
You should be eating animal crackers in front of the TV right now.
Right. I was like, dang. And these parents who were all like, yeah, they built like little mini Ninja Warrior obstacle courses in their backyard. They have like a climbing wall in their house, and oh my goodness. But I mean, hey, that's good. Cool.
Yeah.
More power to you, I guess.
Yeah. No, yeah.
But these kids are insane. Yeah, they're insane.
I introduced my children to Wayne's World, so same.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're winning. You're winning. God, I love Wayne's World. It's been so long since I've seen that movie.
They absolutely loved the car scene where they're singing along to Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes.
And then there's another scene where he's like, will you still love me when I'm really famous or whatever? And she's like, yeah. And then he goes, will you still love me when I'm like drug addicted and bloated and dying dead on the toilet or something like that? And my son lost his mind when he said that. He was cracking up.
Oh.
So,
Wayne's
yeah.
World, party time. Excellent.
Excellent. introduce your children to the classics, people, and Wayne's World is a classic. Wayne's World.
Yes.
Encino Man. What else? I want
love
them
that
to
movie.
watch White Chicks.
Oh my god.
But there's just some stuff in there. I'm like, I don't know if you can see this or hear this.
Not quite ready for that yet.
But they
yeah.
they love Terry Crews. My
Oh
kids
my God.
love
Well,
Terry
who
Crews.
wouldn't? Who
I know, right?
wouldn't?
And we watch him on America's Got Talent with his really pretty suits that he comes out with every week.
Yeah.
But I was like, I want him to see that scene of him dancing at the club in White Chicks because it's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Or in the car, making my way downtown.
Yes. That is my all-time favorite part. I love that so much. When we were in Kansas, there was a pho restaurant we used to go to all the time. It was so cheap. We could eat for like $20 for all four of us. It was great. And it was delicious. But they didn't have like actual cable on their TVs, so they were playing like anytime we came in there, and we came in quite often. They were always playing White Chicks. Always. Just always.
Oh man. Oh, that
times.
movie is so funny. And I've seen the extended version. Maybe it's the theatrical version of it. And there's just one scene during their slumber party that I could not stop laughing. Like I had to rewind it over and over because I was laughing so hard and I would close my eyes through half of it. So I was like, I have to catch everything. But
that is a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
But yeah, Terry Crews in that. And then he's also in the Longest Yard with Adam Sandler. Another really great movie, which happens to be a remake. I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, that was a remake. So here am I contradicting myself. Don't make the remakes. Don't do the remakes, but I'm watching the remakes myself.
I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes we find them better, though. Sometimes they're made better as a remake. Sometimes.
I know, but because you know why? You know what I saw they're remaking? I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
They're remaking it. And I was like, how long? That was like 20 years ago? When did that movie come out?
Yeah. In the 90s. Yes.
Yes. And I was like, that movie was great as it was. Leave it alone.
It was. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you make it any better? I don't know.
I don't know. They remade The Craft.
Maybe oh yeah, I know.
That movie was perfection.
Yeah, that's a wonderful movie, and it's almost witchy season, so it's time to watch that movie.
Yeah, that's like if somebody remade Hocus Pocus. Don't you dare!
They keep saying that they're gonna bring out a Hocus Pocus 2. Like they've been saying this for the last few years.
It's in the works. Yeah.
And I'm like, is it though?
It's in the works.
Is it?
Yeah.
What are you doing in this one? Because I don't know if I can trust you.
It's in the works. Like, I know I've seen like, not a promo shot, but maybe they were in the works, like doing promo shots with the 3 actresses that were in the movie. So I know it's happening. Okay. It's happening. It's gonna happen.
It better be good though. That's all I'm saying. It's like Hocus Pocus is a all-time classic that just never gets old. Every time you watch it, year by year, it just gets better and better.
Yes. Introduce your children to the classics. What's a good classic movie that you guys think we should introduce our children to, or you have introduced your children to? Let us know. Let us know if you guys have done that. I think my all-time favorite one has been Encino Man with the kids. I don't know why.
That movie is so good. It's so good.
Yeah. My daughter the other day was naming off all her friends that she has in school. And she was, I don't know why she attracts girls with the letter E, with their name that starts with letter E, like Emma and Ella and Enid and Evie and Always. And then there's one random one. And so she was naming off all her friends and it was all E names. And then she goes, Betty. And I was like, did you say Betty? She goes, yeah, Betty. I was like, Betty? Betty Nuggs? That's
Betty White?
Betty Nuggs. That's from Encino Man. She goes, Betty Nuggs. So she was like, no. She got mad at me. Whatever. You don't get it, child. You don't get it.
Yeah.
Make her
You'll
watch
laugh about
Encino
it
Man
later.
again. Yeah. But anyways, Jen, enough of that. So those are my recommendations. I want to hear if anybody has any recommendations on movies that they introduced to their children. Classic movies.
Yeah.
Classic movies. I
What
want to hear
are the
it.
good ones? What other ones should we do? We need to not only rewatch ourselves, but our children need to be introduced too.
Yeah. Yes. They are loving the Addams Family movies right now. All of them, even like the new one, the new animated one. They really like that one, but the older ones too. I was like, those are good. Good
those
movies.
Those are good. Netflix used to always have those on October, and so I would play those anytime they were on. I would just have it on. They were good.
Yeah.
Those are good ones.
They were good. Good ones, yeah. Anything with Jim Carrey, I feel like, it's a good one.
Yeah, duh. Yes, 150% yes, all the time.
Good times. Good times. Anyways, that's all I have for today, Jen.
That's all I got today, too.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cool beans. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool,
My stomach is like rumbling. No more Raisin Bran, you guys. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to us today and our rambling on about nothing, really. As always, as usual.
It's always quite important.
It is important to us. Whether it's important to you or not, that's up to you, and we don't care. So you had the option of just fast forwarding through this, and you didn't. You sat through it with us, and you're rolling your eyes at me right now, and I don't care. Also, had the chance to fast forward. So I'm going to continue to ramble on. So fast forward now. And welcome back. Because it only bought you 15 seconds. No, thank you guys again for listening. And don't forget that if you want to reach out to us, you can do so at dependusplaining@gmail.com. Send us stories, inquiries, resumes, anything you wish to send us. We are accepting now. Yes? Great.
Yeah.
And you can also interact with us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And don't forget to rate and subscribe. Leave us 5 stars on your favorite listening platforms, because it really does help us. And it helps you. It helps you feel better about yourself that you're helping us. See how that works? Making this world go round.
Yes.
Yeah.
Full circle, guys.
Full circle.
Make it work for everyone.
Let's close that loop. We don't want
close
anything
your ring.
to get through. Close your rings. Close all your rings.
All 3 of them.
That should be, we're going to develop it for your smartwatch next. It's going to be another ring added. Did you listen to the podcast? Did you comment? Did you rate? Did you subscribe? All of that? Great. Guess what? You close your ring. Congratulations.
So proud of you.
You get a weird medal on your watch.
Yes. Every week.
It means nothing. Yeah, every week. It means nothing, but it's there. And I'm like, yes, I feel great about myself. Yay.
I'm so proud. Look what I did. Look what I have accomplished.
Yeah, and it turns if you swipe it to the right or left.
You can make it go really fast.
You could make it spin. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, that's not my problem. You could have fast forwarded through this.
Oh, yes.
That's what that fast forward button is on there. 30 seconds. You can rewind it, but it only does 15 seconds at a time. So press it twice if you missed anything. Jen, you're just looking at me like, just shut up, Veronica. It's going to happen. It's happening. Okay, guys. Thanks again. Goodbye. There you are. Wherever you go.
There you are. Here you
Wherever
go.
Wherever you go. Wherever you go, there you are.
Goodbye.
Bye. That was it. Okay, bye.
Bye.